Hey guys, Ramblin Bob here again. So this is a video about a review slash helping video for a lot of people out there. Let me turn this up here so you can see it a little bit better. This is the Logitech Ergo M575. I've had a few of these, and these are very, very good mice. They are a little pricey though. They're $40 all the way up to $100 depending on the version that you buy. Now this video is referring to this. Now this looks like the same mouse, right? Except this is a NULEA, I believe it's called. It's NULEA. So the neat thing about this is it feels and works just as good, in my opinion, as this mouse. However, it's half the price. So if I show you the, let's see if I can, I gotta find my mouse here. There it is. Okay, so this is the other one. Now this is the NULEA M501 trackball. It's a wireless trackball. So basically, it has this little trackball here that you could take out, and what that is it's like an inverted mouse. So what happens is if you have let's see, do you remember that old arcade game where, it's like a tee-off, where it's a golf game and you go like that, or the bowling game, this skeet ball kind of game where you go like that and you roll the ball in the arcade? It's very similar to that, except this has more features than the Logitech version. This is, like I said, this is a very good mouse. I've owned them both, but as you can see, for $40 and $22, now this goes on sale sometimes for as low as 20 bucks. But the neat thing with this one is over this one is basically here, black or white. You get two mice, the blue mouse. That's it. You're done. This one has an opportunity to have a lot more colors. So as you see here, you got red, and you got blue, and you got purple, and you got black, and you got green, and you got pink, and you got silver, and you got gold, and you got orange. That's like almost 10 colors that you could change this. I selected the red one. I like that, and that way you could see it better in the dark. I'm a fan of red. The neat thing with this mouse is it has a lot more things than the traditional mouse that I've used for years. As you notice, you have the scroll mouse. So here you have your scroll mouse, okay? This is also, it's like ribbed. So it's a little different at first as far as the feel is when you use it. This is much more smoother. So I like Logitech's scroll mouse a little bit better, but this one does work very good. As you can see, I'll scroll it up and down here. See, no problems whatsoever. It just feels different, that's all. However, these two buttons are a little bit more raised, and these are a little bit more I don't know, a little bit more streamlined on Logitech's mouse. And the trackball is the same. I mean, the trackball is a trackball for the most part. It's made out of the same stuff. The logo is obviously, instead of in the middle, it's down here now, and then the shape is pretty much the same. Now notice how it has these little grooves here. Hopefully you can see that. It's got these little like wave. It's to make it aerodynamic for your hands. This one has grooves too, but you can see they're much larger, and I like that because your fingers fit in between each groove. It just feels more comfortable. This one is more of a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. So the reason I'm making this video is to not only explain to people that you could save, for every two of these, or for every one of these that you buy, you could buy two of these. Here, let me split them up so you can actually see them really good here, and that way you got a better. Here's a better view. So, these are 40 bucks a piece. And like I said, I've owned two of these. Very good mice. But man, you could save a lot of money on this. But the reason I made this video is very simple, is down in the ratings. So as you can see, there's very good ratings. There's 12,000 ratings here, and this has 7,500. It's a lot of ratings for a product. I mean, that's a big referral, if you will. But if you go down to here where you go to the 1 star, I want to show, hopefully this will help people. Okay, so right away it says 2 in a row have stopped working. Now what they're talking about is and I've gone through this, guys, and I found out what happens when they stop working. It's not that they stop working. They're not broken. This is the weird thing. So all the people have been saying, see, died after 7 months. Let's see here, super useful, switch between memory. Okay, it was great at first. Now there's an option in that, see, stop working. Difficult to use. Okay, that's different. Floaty. Do not buy. I got this mouse last week. The mouse lags. Okay. Now that's the same. See, glitchy. This is the same exact. See, stop working. stop working. There's a very, very simple fix to this, guys. It's not even a fix. It's an option in this mouse that they don't clearly explain in the owner's manual. And this is why I wanted to make this video. I want to help as many people that bought this product as possible so they don't have to send it. Because I sent one back. I made the mistake of not investigating, if you will, what the problem could be. So if you look at the original, let me go back to the original picture here. Okay, I'm going to bring both of these up here, make them a little bit bigger. Okay, so now if you notice this, let me scroll this over so you can see real cleanly here. Okay, now notice that on this one, okay, you have no button right here in between these two buttons, right? This is your left clicker mouse and the right clicker mouse, and there's no button in the middle. This one, if you look close, it has the button in the middle with that little, you know, hey, I'm operating, I'm on kind of LED light. Here's the big thing. Oh, here's a close-up of the ridges on the mouse. This button is not clearly explained in the manual, and I don't know why. It is a huge, huge mistake, I think, for this company not to mention this, other than they put an arrow to it and it says DPI. Now, 99% of people who don't know mice don't know what DPI means. It's dots per inch. So basically, on a screen, you have, for every 1 inch of what's known as real estate on a laptop screen or whatever, it's about 96 pixels, okay? That's dots per inch. So if for every 1 inch, there's 96 dots inside that square inch. So as you move it, that is the effects of DPI. So now what they're not explaining inside here, and I know it's a little confusing video for some, but this is a dots per inch button, and what it is there's 5 levels on here, and it doesn't clearly explain that, and people are bumping this button. I'll show you here. So as you can see, I'll move my mouse back and forth as you can see it real clearly. Hopefully you can see that, right? And if I hit this button, right? Now, do you see how much faster it goes? Right? I'm doing the same motion, and then you hit it again. Look at it's. Look how many times you have to do that to get it across the screen. And that's the people that are complaining. What's happening is they're bumping this button and they don't realize it, right? Because there's no part in the screen or the mouse that tells you what level you're on in the dots per square inch. So a lot of people are doing this. And you see how many times I have to move it just to get it to the top now? That's crazy, right? But if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, remember there's 5 levels. Now watch when it moves. Look at how, oh, I missed it. 1, 2, 3, 4, because they're on 5. Look at how fast it goes, guys. You see that? It zips around the screen like nothing. And then if you hit it 1, 2, 3, 4 to go back to the first level, oh, I missed it. You just got to keep clicking here. See? See how slow it goes, guys? So people are thinking that this mouse is broken. A lot of people have been setting these back. I've seen so many returns at places of this mice, of this mouse. All because of this. People are complaining and say, well, I was using it and all of a sudden it just stopped working. It happened to me too because I bumped this button by accident. Watch, 1, 2, 3, and then look, it's perfect again. So basically, as you move this 1 inch across the screen, you can see on the highest level, I believe this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the highest level, and I'm going to move it very, very, well, here, let's start on one side of the screen, and I'll move it just one motion. As you can see, I'll go like this, and you see how far it went? It went half of the screen. In one little motion of my finger, it went half of the screen. But if you go on the lowest level here, let's see if I can get it back here. Okay, so see this here? Now watch, I'm going to do the same motion, guys, the same motion. I'll start on this side of the screen, and I'm going to move this over one full rotation of my finger. Here we go, watch. See how it didn't move? Now, the reason for that is obviously the dots per square inch, and I wish they would have explained that. It would have helped so many people. So you go 1, 2, 3, and then that's a good speed. So a lot of people, what they were doing is they were going into the options of like your, let's see here, your control panel here, right? And then they would go into your, oh boy, I gotta find it here, your mouse or your mice, and then you go over here, and a lot of people would go to this thing and they would speed this up, right? And see how fast it moves? It's crazy fast now. So if you hit that button, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe that's it. Nope, 1, 2, 3. Okay, there, that's the slowest one. And if you see, it doesn't move, even though it's on the fastest one. So look, when you go really slow, look at how many times you have to move that, just to move it like an inch. So if I put it back to where it was, and this is how to fix this, guys. That's kind of where it was. And then I'll go to that level here. Right there. Now see, now it's perfect again. But I just want to totally make this video and let people know that this is a fantastic mouse. I've owned 3 of them now. I have, matter of fact, here, I have another one that I ordered that's still in the box here, still wrapped. I used 2 of them, and then this is what my backup one, just in case. If just in case one were to go bad at a show or an event, or if I'm using this for work, or whatever, I want to have a backup plan. A backup plan is always good, guys. But this is it's a built-in lithium battery, and it's let's see here. The weight is 128 grams. That really doesn't matter much. Let's see. Now here's the see the dots per square inch. Now notice it says default 400, 800, 1200, 1600. So there's different levels, right? But it doesn't explain to you that this is how you access it. And I think that was a very, very overlooked thing in this box. I also found this, guys. If you're interested in this mouse, this is a very, very, very cool case. This will work for either the Logitech one or I think it's the NULEA. I don't know how to say it, but this is a really cool hard coffin case. I think it was like about 13 bucks, worth every penny, guys. Look at how nicely it's made. It's like almost like a felty kind of feeling. As you can see, it has this really cool protective layer where you put the mouse inside this side, and then you close it like this, and then you obviously zip it shut, and then it's like a neoprene case, except it's hard. So if you were to bump it around, these are expensive mice here. You got anywhere between 20 and 100 bucks I've seen for inverted trackball mouse like that. See, there's even a space for the little ball here. Like, they thought of everything with this case. And I got the red one, of course, because I got the red mouse, so that way it matches. But this is a really cool way on how to transport your mouse in case you use it for travel and things like that. Very, very good little case here. I'll put links to both of these if you guys want to see them, but I highly recommend these. Highly recommend these. But I just wanted to make a video, guys, because I believe that this video is going to help possibly tens, if not hundreds of people. Because, like I said, I keep seeing them in the reviews here. Let me see. Let me get my mouse back here. And then if you go back here and you go back to the ratings again, let's go back to those negatives again. Let me make this big screen so we can see it. And here, I'm gonna, let's see here, charging it, switching it. Oh, it also has, I forgot to tell you guys, this is a huge thing before I continue with that. This is a huge thing. So here's your power button right here, and then here's your, I don't even know what you call it, your USB dongle that, goes to a computer. But this mouse has something special that the Logitech version does not have. Very special. So if I click this button, you'll notice that these little LED lights light up. You see that? So that one over here is the USB dongle. Now that is in another laptop that I have, which is this one. And notice that USB dongle stays in there all the time. This is my show laptop that I use. You can see how small these things are. But that one stays in there. You can very easily take this out and put it in any laptop you want, or you could put it in a phone. If you have the adapter, which is like this, it goes to the adapter from the USB-A into a USB-C, and then you can use it in your phone like that. So you can use this mouse on many things, a tablet, all kinds of things. And there's a special little storage box in here, or container, or whatever. You push it in there like that, and boom, look at it, stored in there, and it does not fall out. That way you can, travel with that if you want. But like I said, I leave that in a secondary laptop. I have 3 laptops that I use, and for shows. And like I said, this is the main one because I don't trust the Bluetooth for a show. A show is too important because, they film it, and you can't make mistakes on live TV or live show or anything like that. So you want to make sure that you have the best connection that you can, and that connection is the best. But all you have to do is click this. Okay, now remember, I have it set to the trackball. I'm sorry, the USB thing, right? So obviously the mouse no longer works on this laptop. But if you flip it over and you click, I have it set to this Bluetooth setting number 1, or there's number 2. So you can do your phone and your tablet, or your laptop and your phone. Well, whatever you want, whatever would take this. We actually can use this on a security system as well, and you can use the options like it was a regular mouse in a security system as well to, you know, get the options and set the cameras and all that stuff. But now watch when I go to this one, because this is what I have it set on. So notice, remember, it doesn't work, right? It's broken, right? So all you have to do is click that till this light goes on, and then look at this, boom. See that? So sometimes a Bluetooth signal will drop, and that's normal. Very, very few drops on this one. I think I've had probably maybe once or twice a month it'll drop, and that's why, like I said, I like to use this one all the time. But that's a Bluetooth signal for you guys. I mean, I don't think one has ever been 100% stable. I have Bluetooth audio. I have Bluetooth on your phone, and sometimes it'll just drop. That's just Bluetooth. I don't think Bluetooth is 100% perfect yet, but it's getting very good. But let's go back to here now. Let's say, oh, and one other thing before I go. And here's your USB-C, so you can speed charge it. There's a lithium-ion battery inside here, and it lasts a very long time, guys. And when you first turn it on, see, here's your power button here. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but there's a lot to, with a simple mouse, there's a lot of things. So when you first click this, let's see. I don't know if you can see that. No, you can't see that. So when the battery's getting low, this will pop on and let you know, that little blue light, and say, hey, you know, the battery's getting low and it's time to charge. And then if you take out the trackball mouse, notice that that's the laser beam in there. See that? Hopefully you can see that, of course. So that's what follows this little trackball around, and really cool technology. And the nice thing about it is, if you have a limited workspace, right, you can very simply set it somewhere, and notice how you don't have to move the mouse. You just move your thumb. Very, very cool. It's very helpful if you have a small workspace, as opposed to having to move the mouse like this and use up all that real estate like that. But okay, so let's go back to here, and let's see here. It was great, and all of a sudden it was okay. So here, I ordered this mouse for my new job in October. I used it. Let me get this a little bit bigger for you guys here. Okay, I ordered this mouse for my new job in October. I used it 5 days a week for 2.5 months, and it was great. And then all of a sudden it was so slow, I figured maybe I needed to charge it. I tried to use it again, and after charging for a while, it's still so slow and lagging. I would not buy this mouse again. I think this person, this Mr. Andrew, if you're watching this video, all you have to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, and let me see here. I think it's 4 or 5 levels. See how fast? Okay, so this is what he's referring to, guys. It's so slow that I just couldn't use it again. And he probably threw it away or returned it for that. What a loss of a awesome product, guys. And if I go 1, 2, 3, here 4, there you go. I think there's 4 levels or 5 in there. I can't remember. Well, let's try to count it here. So here's 1. Okay, let's put the mouse up here. We can see it. See how it lags? Okay, that's for very, 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 very touchy things. Like if you were doing Photoshop, or you were doing, you know, paint or something like that, and you have to move it very, very touchy around the little shapes and things. That's why it's a dot per square inch, or a DPI setting in this mouse. And I think it's a big overlooked thing, and very, very good for Photoshop, guys. Okay, so that's number 1. That's number 2. That's number 3. That's number 4. See how much it jumps? And then number 5. So yeah, I was right. There is 5 settings. Look at how fast it is. That's crazy fast. So I usually put it on, I think, number 4. Yeah, that one's a good one for me. So, and then you could also adjust that speed, obviously, inside the control panel in the mouse settings here. But now this guy wouldn't have left this horrible feedback if he just knew about this. And like I said, it's not listed in there other than it just says DPI. And it's listed here, right? It says DPI. But like I said, a lot of people don't understand what DPI is. And I think that was a huge problem. And they even have 24/7 support here. And this, you know, it's an email, so good luck with that, right? So if they had a live chat, I bet you this company could absolutely save a lot of these negative feedbacks, right? Now we go to the next one. Here, I bought this mouse 8 months ago, and at first it was great. I designed database systems, so I want my mouse speed on the fastest setting available. The mouse was fine until last week. 1 minute it was working, and the next minute it was crawling. He accidentally bumped that stupid button. I think that's a bad place to have that button. Maybe they should have put that on the bottom, right? Or maybe on the side or something, where, you know, where your hand is not normally. Because look at, It's right there, right? All you got to do is, you know, accidentally put your hand down too fast, and the inside of your finger just bump the button. So here, I had to move the ball 9 times to get across my screen, right? Here, check it out, watch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See, that's what he's referring to, guys. What a horrible review. That could have been completely fixed and not have to, you know, bash a product. But I think maybe they can put an update, you know, to the listing of this thing to let people know, hey, this is a I wish you could respond to these guys, and that way you can, you know, this channel is about helping people, and I wish I could respond to him and say, you know, see, I can just put helpful or report, and I wish you could, you know, respond and say, hey, you know, there's a DPI button. If you just tap that, you'll have your mouse back, and then you can update this and let people know, hey, it's a good mouse, right? And I can't get a hold of the people, you know. Sometimes you want to try, you know, so much that it all goes in vain where you can't get to the people. Here, I had to move the ball 9 times to get across my screen. I've been using Trackball for 20 plus years, and I know how to keep them clean and functional. This one is defective. It's not defective, guys. And then here's how to clean the trackball. Very, very simple. I don't even use anything fancy. I literally use my shirt. If you put your shirt in there and you go like this and just kind of rub it around, even on the laser, it doesn't hurt it. It really doesn't. I've been doing this for years on these things. And now notice, you see all that dust that's on there? See all the little hairs and things like that? And then what happens is that blocks the eyeball or these little sensors here, and then they don't realize. And then to clean the trackball, I do the same thing. Look, you just wipe it in your shirt, right? And then plop it in there. You're done. You'll know if the trackball is really clean because it spins really, really easily. Okay, so that's 2. That's 2 reviews that I could have personally helped if I had access to these people. All right, so let's see. I should have just paid extra. Incredible floaty. So floaty means, see, like it's gliding on ice. And obviously, if you put the DPI, oh, here he said, I tried adjusting the DPI both manually and in my settings, but it doesn't fix the fact that the trackball can't seem to stabilize its position at all. As you can see, guys, I'm very, very precise with mine. So this one I think is a fair review. Maybe they just don't like it, or they want it more and more perfect of a product. Here, I got this mouse last week, and the mouse lags across the screen so many times a day, I have to bang it on my desk. Now, what happens if you bang this, guys? Eventually, the force will push this button, right? So, or your hand will, you know, you go, oh, son of a bee, and then next thing you know, you bump this button, and oh, there it works now. That's the crazy thing, guys. So it's 3 reviews that I could have helped so far, just on the first page. Here, I got this mouse after I have shoulder surgery, and boy, I can't read that here. The light is so bright here. So I could just use the trackball to navigate around the computer screen. It served its purpose for the first couple months, but since it's been so glitchy, it drives me nuts. Today, exactly 6 months later, it completely stopped working. So I think that's an honest review. I think either they bumped that, or you know, as in products are, maybe it burnt out. But that's what 3 out of 5 now I could have helped. I never do reviews, but I had to for this one. The roller ball basically started dragging and not working after 1 month. There you go. And it says my fault not to register it, but I missed the return by 1 day. All you had to do is hit that button. You know, dragging means obviously going too slow. So that's 3. No, was that 2, 3, 4? I don't know. I lost track already, guys. That's a handful of people I could have helped. This Tammy, if you're watching the video, I doubt it, but who knows? Here, it was working great for the first 20 days. The cursor went very slow to respond, so I thought it needed to be recharged. There you go, right? Another one. That's another review of the same product. NULEA, get on the ball and make an update to your page and let these people know that this button, you apologize, but you're going to revamp the instruction manual. And let these people know that this button, you know, can literally destroy your work. Look at that. Look at, I just killed the mouse in 2 clicks. 1, 2, 3, and now I have my mouse back. I mean, that's how quick you could fix that, guys. And like I said, I returned one. You know, sometimes they show up banged up, so people think that, you know, they're broken or something like that, but these are fantastic mice. Like I said, I own 3 of them, and I bought 3 for 20 bucks a piece, and I have all red ones, as you can see. That's just, you know, you got a favorite color, so you stick with what you know. And having that, 8, 9, or 7 or whatever different colors, I think that's a nice touch. Not to mention that Bluetooth option that's in there. I think that's fantastic to be able to go from my tablet to my phone to my laptop with the same mouse just by hitting this little button right here. I think that's fantastic. And then, like I said, here's your charging little thing here. All right, let's get back to the reviews here. Like I said, I just want to try to help people because I have the answer to this, and I wish I could help you. Okay, here another one here. ACM. Do not waste your money. This mouse is very sluggish. It's fully charged, and the pointer is so slow to move on both Bluetooth and using the USB. The coating on the mouse is very slick, so my hand slides off. Well, I can't talk about the coating. It feels fine. I've owned both of them, like I said, the Logitech and the NULEA. This does feel a little bit more smooth than the Logitech version. And the reason I checked these out is because my Logitech actually died after a few years of traveling, and I didn't have this little coffin case, and I wish I would have had that for that. But then when I went to go buy another one, I'm like, well, I could either pay, I think it was like $50 at the time at Best Buy, and I was going to buy one of these replacement Logitech ones, the M575, and I saw this on Amazon. I thought, you know what, for $20, I'll give it a swing, and I'm really glad I did, guys. You know, it would have cost me $150 for 3 of the mice from Logitech, or $60 for 3 of these. So I could have literally bought 7 mice for the same price of 3. So that's very cool. Now let's go to the next page again here, and let's just see. Here, it doesn't last. I've had this mouse now for almost a year. I've noticed in the last 2 months the slider in the middle is already starting to wear out. Okay, so I think that's an honest review as far as if this slide. I think they're referring to this, the rotation. What do you call that? The scrolling part of it. So let's go down here. Here, do not buy this mouse. It is crap. Holy crapzilla! It didn't even last a year. I used it for work and it just stopped working. Thank God I had a mouse, backup mouse. I have a feeling that this is possibly the same thing, where if you hit the button, it feels like it stopped working. Like I said, I returned one because of the same thing. Let's see here. Worked well for a while. I normally get Logitech trackball mice. Me too. But I thought I would give this one a try. It worked okay for a while, but after a couple months, the speed sensor went whack, and the cursor speed dropped to a crawl. There you go. So there's another review that I could have literally helped if I could just hit, and 6 people found this helpful, and this is not a helpful review, because if he would have just clicked that button, he would have had his mouse back. Like I said, I think it's a huge mistake for this company. Here, worked fine for a couple of months. All of a sudden, the pointer slowed down significantly. There you go. There's another one talking about the same problem. This is just, oh my gosh. I hope this company sees this review. This mouse worked well enough for the first week or so, and after I received it, it quickly started lagging really badly, or jumping across the screen. There you go, right? So there you have this another one. It says bad connection, but remember, it's not the connection, it's the DPI button. Here, didn't last. I work from home, and is the mouse 7 day a week between both businesses and personal use. I have had this mouse for less than a year. At first I really liked it, but over time it becomes less and less precise, and it takes too much effort to control. There you go. That's the button again, right? 4 times the amount of movement to cover the same space. There you go. Same review, guys. You would think that somebody would make a video helping someone out by this time. Mouse only lasted 4 months. No clear information if it was under warranty or not. Amazon said I needed to contact the seller. The link provided sends you back to their returns page, and it's out of the return window. That's probably another one, possibly, that that button, act goofy. Here, it connects easily and tracks well. Unfortunately, I purchased in September and it stopped charging. Okay, so now that's a battery issue, guys. That's that lithium-ion battery in there. So if it actually stopped charging, first thing I would do, guys, and a lot of people overlook this. A lot of people do. You'd be surprised. Inside here, you can get hairs and fuzz and stuff like that, right? Dirt that builds up in these contacts. Make sure, guys, make 100% sure that when you have your USB cord, okay, make sure that you don't just go shoving that in there. Look in there to make sure that there's nothing in there. Like, all you need is one little dust ball, and then what happens is you take this and you shove the dust ball inside there, and then the connection doesn't fit. And then obviously it can't charge because this can't charge that, right? The energy can't flow through the cable into the battery. So always check that. You can go and kind of blow it out there. A vacuum works very good, you know, the ones with the bristles on it, and you can kind of go like that, and it sucks out all the bad stuff. And that way you can have your mice or all your connections, your laptop. That's on everything. Your HDMI cables, everything. You know, that stuff falls into those ports, and a lot of people don't realize that. It can be something as simple as this too. Here, look at this. So inside there, you have these little holes, right? And stuff will fall in there. It doesn't seem like it's possible, but guys, dust gets everywhere. And electromagnetic, electrostatic electricity, or however you say it, when this is on, it literally attracts dust. It literally pulls it into these little holes because there's electromagnetic electricity, static electricity, that you know, kind of clings to stuff and pulls it towards you, kind of like how your clothes, you know, dust goes to your clothes because that's where it goes. I mean, you're a human being and you have static electricity on your body. You ever do the balloon on your head and then you go shock your friend? We're a walking electro plant, if you will, you know. Okay, so let's keep going here with the reviews, and let me see how many more I could have helped. I've only had this for a couple months, and already it's not working. The ball is not being picked up by the sensor. The sensor totally went out. I don't know if it's this button now. Maybe it's you know, maybe that they you know, went down this low and it's like, well, it's not working. It's not. Well, that's a possibility. So that one I'm not sure about. But here, don't buy it. I have one trackball. The one I have. Sometimes it's hard to read these guys. Don't buy it. The one I have, the trackball distance moving on the computer changed from a reasonable to barely moving. So there's another one I could have fixed, guys. And then everyone says, you know, buy Logitech. But, you know, you'd be spending twice as much money. I like Logitech stuff. Here's another one here. Refused to stay paired and then refused altogether within the first 2 days of having it. I was excited to find out. Okay, so this... oh boy, just more Chinese crap. Carp. Good hiding. This is a valid one, I think, as far as the connection. Sometimes, like I said, Bluetooth is funny. I haven't had any problems with it. Maybe like once or twice a month, like I said, the Bluetooth will drop, and then you'll see it on the reviews that I do. And then you go like this, and then obviously it catches the connection again. So I don't know if that's a Bluetooth thing. Or if it's the sensor in there, but I don't think it's a sensor. I think it's a Bluetooth thing because I have so much electronics in this room that I think, like when I use this on my DeWalt radio, this drops sometimes too. So I think I have a lot of interference in here. Plus, I do a lot of repairs on stuff, so that's that could be. And I have a whole room full of power stations and Wi-Fi's and all kinds of stuff in here. So there's a lot of interference. Here, the mouse completely stopped working for me, and would not turn on at all. Tried charging it. So once again, guys, make sure you check, you know, that port and make sure that it's clean and it's not clogged. Or it could be possibly a battery. Now these are newer. These are January's of 2024. Okay, when it worked great. After 6 months, it no longer glides easily. So once again, look, I tried cleaning it. I did the same thing. Once again, it doesn't glide easily because they probably hit that button. I could just over and over the same thing I could say. Okay, bummer. This was pretty good for a while. It totally stopped working one day. Fast tech equals big piles of garbage. Not that I paid much for it, but it sucks to have the, I don't even know what that word is, realm using the old style mouse. I've never seen that word before. That's a new word for me. Okay, I thought this would be a good mouse for my graphic designing. The balls is not sturdy enough. It's too hard to control working on details. Now, details, that means obviously the preciseness, right? But if he were to know or find out that it did have that DPI mouse, watch this again. And now look at how precise I could be. I could literally trace that letter N. I mean, you see how precise that was? So if he just knew about that DPI button. Now that's the other way. He didn't even know it was there. Okay, so I've been using Logitech mouse now for over 20 years. I have too. I've had these style mice for over 20 years. And then found this one last year. Logitech Trackball works 4 to 5 years on average. I have used 4 of them so far. I bought this trackball because it's cheaper than a Logitech trackball mouse. I'm using this mouse for over 11 months. Now the scroll wheel is not working properly already. So there you go. There's another person, I guarantee you, that hit this button by mistake. And it's so simple to do, guys. All you got to do is grab your mouse wrong, put your hand down wrong, and next thing you know, you're clicking this button. It's, oh my gosh, it's the same thing over and over and over again. Okay, here, product stopped after 3 months. When I went to charge it, nothing happens. There you go again, possibly a dirty port in there. That's possible. Let's see here. I bought 3 of these for different computers. They work fine until the battery dies. They're all supposed to be chargeable, but it doesn't work. Wish I had replaceable batteries. All 3 have died about the same time. Now, I don't think that this was a year ago. This is 3 months ago. I don't think that, maybe they did had a run where the lithium batteries in there. Not, like I said, I had 3 of them. This one I haven't opened yet. Well, actually, I had 4 now. The battery worked fine on all 4 of mine. But, all right, let's see here. I loved it when it worked. It stopped working, taking a charge. Once again, it's the charge thing. So, you know, possibly, too, it's possibly the cord that you use too. A lot of people don't realize that these cables are extremely fragile. Inside this little one cable that's literally a few millimeters thick, there's up to, like, who knows, you know, 10, 20 cables inside there, little wires. And if you do kink one of these, it stops working. So I don't use the original charger that comes with it. I use the 100-watt, you know, fancy cables like this one. This is actual USB cable that's a Thunderbolt 3 or 4 connection. I like it because it's more universal for everything that I use. But maybe their USB cable that they give you is cheap. I've never used it. Ever since the first day I got it, I've never used it. So I can't speak about that. I think I even threw mine away because I have tons of these guys. I've got USB cables everywhere. I mean, I'm a techie person. See, I got tons of cables laying everywhere. You know, everywhere in my shop. Let's see here. The chip or driver is the first relating to the left click button. Okay, so this one is actually a button, so that's different, okay? And then sensitivity on its own and moves way too slow. So that right there is that button once again. Holy cow. Guys, I could do this for hours on this one thing. And I have a feeling that it literally, oh, let's see this one here. Here, unresponsive. Let's see. Oh, they're just showing the mouse. Okay. All right, well, guys, I really hope this helps you. I really do. This is the NULEA M501 trackball mouse, the wireless. I love them. Like I said, I bought 4 of them. I sent 1 back because I thought it was broken on the first time I ever bought it, and I didn't think to make a video about this because I've had them for probably more than a year now until I started reading the reviews, because I was gonna go and I was gonna have a friend order one of these. And then I thought, well, let me read the reviews and make sure that this product is still up to par, right? And then I saw all the reviews that are down here, and I'm like, what the heck? You know, I could have helped all those people, guys. There was probably 10 people in there that I could have literally sent a message and say, hey, guys, see this button? Click it, and then you'll thank me later. All right, guys. Well, this is a pretty interesting review and a self-help video for people that have this trackball mouse. If you like Logitech, go for it. I love Logitech mice. I just like saving money better. But this works, guys. This works for me. I have 3 of them right now in the house, and then or in the shop, and one of my returned by accident. So sorry, Amazon, I sent one back. Or NULEA, sorry, I sent it back. All right, guys, ramble on, be safe, and I will definitely see you here again on Ramblin Bob Reviews. Bye, guys.